Welcome to my channel Simple Concepts by DJ. Today we are going to discuss an important problem under the chapter called as engineering mechanics. Okay, so the subject is engineering mechanics. From engineering mechanics, I have taken a problem. This problem is very much important both for people preparing for mechanical as well as civil engineering, assistant engineering examinations. So you can concentrate this problem and you should follow the step how I'm doing it. Okay, so in this problem it has been given as the resultant of two forces P and Q makes an angle of 30 degree with P. See, actually what is P and Q are? P and Q are two different forces. Okay, so these forces, they are making an angle of 30 degree um, with this force P. And the book மேல அங்கே வச்சு makes an angle of 30 degree with P. So what is the angle? They are asking the angle that has been formed. Okay, what is the angle between P and Q? What is the angle between the two forces? Okay, the two forces that are taken into consideration. Okay, so if the magnitude of the result, they are given the value of the resultant, that is nothing but Q into root 3. Okay, so the resultant of two forces P and Q makes an angle of 30 degree with P. What is the angle between P and Q if the magnitude of the resultant is Q into root 3? See, what I'm going to do is, let's extract the data that is being given in this problem. Okay, so first thing is, they are talking about two different forces. Fine. And the angle formed is 30 degree. First thing is, we start drawing the diagram. Okay, so the resultant of, so you have a force that is P. This is a force that is P vector. Let us assume that this is P vector. And you have another force Q which is making an angle of 30 degree. So this Q is making an angle of 30 degree with P. This is Q vector. Okay, so according to parallelogram law of vectors, I am drawing a parallelogram. I am drawing a parallelogram like this. So where will the resultant force be? So the resultant force is nothing but the vector which is acting in between the two vectors. See, this is here. This is the resultant force. Okay, this is what we call it as resultant force. And this resultant force, the resultant of two forces P and Q, this is the resultant of two forces P and Q. This is making an angle of 30 degree with P. So this resultant force, which is nothing but R, is making an angle, that is R vector, is making an angle of 30 degree. It is making an angle of 30 degree with P vector. Yeah. So they are asking the what is the angle between P and Q. They want to know what is the angle that is existing between the two forces that is taken into consideration. So they want to know this angle between P vector and angle between Q vector. So I am indicating this angle between the two forces, okay, as theta. So theta is the angle that we need to find out by solving the problem. Okay, and in the last term they are asking the magnitude of the resultant is Q into root 3. They are giving a value for this resultant force. This resultant, they are giving a value as Q into root 3. This is the value they had given. So now we need to find the angle. So this is how the diagram looks. Okay, the diagrammatic representation of this force, that is force, and the problem and the content that is given in the problem is being represented through this diagram. So now what I'm going to do is, this is how it works. So I'm going to rub the problem and let's get into solving the problem. Okay, so this diagram is very important. Based on this diagram we need to solve the problem. So this is the diagram. Okay, so by parallelogram law of vectors, by parallelogram law of vectors, See, by parallelogram law of vectors, we know that r squared is equal to p squared plus q squared plus 2pq into cos theta. That is r square equal to p square plus q square plus 2pq into cos theta. Okay. So for us, they are given the value of r. So r is q into root 3. So r squared will be root 3 into root 3 will be 3 and q squared will be q into q will be q squared. So what I am putting is r square will be 3 into q squared. 3 into q squared is equal to p squared plus q squared plus 2 into pq cos theta. Okay. So I am assuming that this is equation number 1. This is equation number 1. Now, by looking at this figure, I am going to draw a line perpendicular to the extension of this p vector. This is a line which is called as the extension line of this p vector. So I am drawing a line which is perpendicular to the p vector extension, and another line. I am extending this p vector to this point such that this perpendicular line and meets at this point with this p vector extension. Okay, so if this angle happens to be 30 degree, similarly this angle also will be 30 degree. I mean, if this angle is theta, this angle will also be theta. So this q vector will be this q vector, the value of the q vector and the value of this slanting line will be same. So that is q vector. So now what I'm going to do, since this is q vector and this is angle theta, this region, the adjacent, the opposite side of this triangle, of this right angle triangle, I'm going to consider the opposite side of this right angle triangle. So opposite side of right angle triangle will be q into sine theta. Similarly, this portion will be, that is the adjacent side of this right angle triangle will be q cos theta. Q cos theta. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to consider this major triangle, okay, this major triangle, okay, where there is a inclination of 30 degree, okay, the arc vector which is being inclined at an angle of 30 degree with the p vector. So this is, I'm going to consider this big triangle. So if I consider tan 30 degree, because the angle is 30 degree, so tan 30 degree will be, tan 30 degree will be opposite side by adjacent side. So opposite side is q sine theta, q into sine theta divided by the adjacent side. What is adjacent side? Adjacent side is p by p plus q cos theta. Okay, so p plus q cos theta, q into cos theta, right? So now what is tan 30 degree? Tan 30 degree will be 1 divided by root 3. That is nothing but q into sine theta divided by p plus q cos theta. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to interchange the terms. Okay, so I'm going to take this p plus q cos theta over here. So p plus q into cos theta is equal to root 3 into q sine theta by cross multiplying. Okay, root 3 into q sine theta is equal to p plus q into cos theta. Now I'm going to square on either sides. So it will be p plus q into cos theta whole squared will be equal to, what is root 3 whole squared? It will be 3. Root 3 into root 3, 3 into q squared into sine square theta. So now I'm going to expand this a plus b the whole squared. So that will be p squared plus q squared cos squared theta, q squared into cos squared theta, plus 2 into pq cos theta, pq cos theta, which is equal to 3 into q squared into sin square theta. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do p squared plus q squared, and this cos square theta can be written as 1 minus sin square theta. That is 1 minus sin square theta, right, plus 2 pq cos theta, which is equal to 3 into q squared into sin square theta, right. So I'm going to multiply this q squared with the terms that has been present in the bracket. So that will be p squared plus q squared minus q squared sin square theta plus 2 pq cos theta, which is equal to 3 into q squared into sin square theta. So now it will be p squared plus q squared. So it will be p squared plus q squared minus q squared sin square theta. I'm going to take it to the other side. So p squared plus q squared plus 2pq cos theta plus 2 into pq or into cos theta, which is equal to, see, 3q squared sin square theta minus q squared sin square theta. When it comes to the right hand side, it will be plus q squared into sin square theta. So 3q squared sin square theta plus q squared into sin square theta will be 4q squared into sin square theta, right. So what is p squared plus q squared plus 2pq cos theta? P squared plus q squared plus 2pq cos theta is nothing but 3q squared. So from equation 1, this value is 3 into q squared. So I am applying this one. 3 into q squared is equal to 4 into q squared into sin square theta. So here q squared and q squared will get cancelled. So I will be left out with 3 is equal to 4 into sin square theta. Okay, therefore sin square theta will be 3 divided by 4, and sin theta will be root of 3 divided by 4, which is nothing but root 3 divided by 2. So when sin theta is equal to root 3 by 2, what is the value of theta? Therefore theta will be sin inverse of root 3 by 2, which is nothing but theta equal to 60 degree. So therefore the angle between this p vector and this q vector, the angle between p vector and q vector, which we assumed as theta, is nothing but 60 degrees. Okay, 60 degree. So this is the value of the angle that we need to find out. Okay guys, thank you all for watching this video, and I hope this video will be very helpful and interesting. Thank you.